when did you come up then well, to start to experiment with stories just by looking at her photographs?
I think like, even if you're, I mean, for me it just seemed like an obvious thing to do because you're asking yourself all these questions anyway. You know, when you are looking at her photography, it's you're asking yourself all these questions anyway about like who is this person, you know, what's her story, what do they think, what's she thinking about right now, what kind of decisions is she making in her life, and then you're in that scene. You know, I would just take 10 minutes and kind of write everything I could think of about it.
And how did it influence Invented?
Well, I think some of the more interesting ideas from like those writing sessions would started to creep into the music we were working on.
Do you have an example maybe of a song or a lyric? Or?
I would say about 90% of the record is derived from you know, just kind of free writing sessions like that with either Sydney Sherman or Hannah Starkey photographs. I mean, I wouldn't say that a song is a specific adaptation of a specific, you know, I wouldn't say that any of the songs on Invented are a specific adaptation of a single photograph, but they do serve as like a kind of jumping off inspiration point.
Did you know that he was doing this? Or?
We didn't know he was doing it, but we did notice that, you know, some of the lyrics were written from a female perspective. So we knew there was, you know, something different he was doing. Found out later that was what he was doing. I think it's really cool way to, you know, come up with new ideas.
Maybe you can pick one lyric that you say, oh, that's really one of my favorite songs, lyrics on the album.
The title track, Invented.
Why? Can you?
I just think they're really strong lyrics, and I think the whole album actually is really strong lyrically. But I'm really liking that song right now. As I listen from time to time.
For you?
Why don't we go around the room and just, you guys can all tell me the rad shit I wrote.
Yeah.
I just quick. It is just nice to see what
I really like, lyrically, I really like Hard is Hard to Find. You know, I think that's a really compelling song. You know, it's really clear, like, that the thing I really like about the lyrics, especially on Invented, is that, you know, based on the starting point, each one is kind of commenting on, you know, there's like a setting and a scene, and then there's like it's a little bit more of like a story. But I really like Hard is Hard to Find. I mean, just the you know, the character in the song is kind of observing the things around them and just kind of, I think that's a strong song. I mean, but I like them all too.
For me, it's probably Cut. There's a song called Cut. It's kind of one of the slower songs on there, but it always switches for my favorite song. But
as for you, does the music come first and then the lyrics, or is it?
I think usually, well, I mean,
most of the time it's music, right?
Most of the time, I mean, the music kind of comes together more often than not before lyrics will come, but like there's always an idea for like a melody and phrasing of where the lyrics will go. Like, you know, just kind of like a scat kind of take on where the lyrics should go and what melody is going to happen. It's impossible really to write any music, I think, without that in mind.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.